Hello, hello. I'm Old Bitty Gaming, and thank you for stopping by. I have been waiting all morning for it to get daylight. I really have. Uh, but it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought we'd go ahead and get started. Hopefully, it'll get light soon. I am on Central Lakes. Yes, this is where I usually do testing and things like that. My private gameplay place. I've got a few things in it that I have the GM set up. I have four, five, six or seven alts already set up in here. I bring them in for different things. But we'll look through here. I keep talking about either restarting when I get my new computer and having to restart the game on either start at Westlake, where I am now, where I'm doing my videos now, or Central Lakes. Well, if you haven't seen my old videos, you don't know what Central Lakes looks like. So I thought we would kind of take a tour down through here and look it over so you'll know what I'm talking about. But let's go to the map. Okay, there are 5 starting areas, I think. There's Northern Shores. That is just a little bitty mountainous area. Not much to it at all. There is East Beach, and it's got a little bit of flat, but not much at all. It's just a real small area too. Down here, you have the Meadows. It's a little bit bigger. You've got a little bit more room, but it's really hilly. We have Westlake up here, and that's where I've been doing my Let's Play on. You know, we've got all this area here to build in. Okay, then you come down to Central Lakes. Central Lakes is big. There is a lot of room. I mean, it's the biggest area. There's water everywhere. There's lakes. It's a very big, very nice area. But if you haven't ever seen it, and I'm trying to get you to decide, pardon me, where I should start the next series, I wanted you to see what Central Lakes looks like. So let's take a little look through town. It's starting to get light. But I have, like I say, this is all GM built. None of my characters have done really much. Got a mailbox. Got my food storage, bulk storage, little cedarwood box that I try to keep. I kept different supplies for the alts I was bringing in, kind of extra starter supplies. Then, of course, we have the delicious Julia board. So the girls, before we had planted a little crop field, we didn't have anything to eat really, except for foraging. So I put this in to kind of keep them full, and for the GM to eat on while she was doing this. There's my village token, my settlement token. I've got just a small crop field, and I think the only thing in here is just pumpkins and cabbages at the moment. Yes, Jagged Edge, look at all those pumpkins. Yes. And I did this before I even knew you ate pumpkins all the time. And speaking of Jagged Edge, he threw me a curveball. I watched this morning. I got up. I actually slept most of the day yesterday. I had a light bout of food poisoning. Yeah. So I was running back and forth to the bathroom all night Thursday night. I mean, I was so sick. And I get No, I guess it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. I was sick all night long. I get up Thursday morning. My throat feels like raw hamburger from upchucking all night. My stomach was hurting because of the dry heaves. And so I got up. I just made a quick worm video that day because I mean, it really hurt to talk and swallow or whatever. And I did a quick video of the infected. I never did get to Medieval Dynasty. I meant to, but I sat down in my chair just to take a quick break before I started it, and I fell asleep. The old goat woke me up. I guess I'd been asleep a couple hours in the chair, and he woke me up and he made me lay down. And I ended up sleeping the rest of the day and pretty much most of the night. But my stomach is feeling better. My throat's still a little raw, but not like it was yesterday. But anyway, speaking of Jagged Edge, I watched yesterday's video this morning. And he was talking about building the road, and his mind had collapsed and all that. And he, on the thumbnail of his video, and the name of his video said, "And an announcement." I thought, uh-oh, he decided he doesn't like this spot, he's going to be moving. Of course, that's what I thought. But he gets up there and he announces that up on his upper level of his property, he's going to put in a garden. And not just a garden. He's going to put up a sign and name it the Old Bitty Garden. And plant all kinds of food crops in it. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I mean, I was speechless. But that was so sweet. And then he said he was going to put in a small pasture and name it Old Goat's Pasture for my husband. And I was telling the old goat, or yelling and telling the old goat that this morning, and he started laughing. So I guess he's pleased about that too. The old man's so hard of hearing that I don't think he really hears 90% of the things I tell him. But I mean, I was absolutely flabbergasted. But that, I think that is one of the nicest thing anybody had ever done for me. I can't wait to see it. But if you get a chance, watch that video. I mean, it was so nice. But I think it's getting daylight enough, so let's go down here a little bit. I've got Lexi with me today. She's just an alt. And this is her house. I've just kind of decorated it. This is my bedroom. And yes, I've got a bed. All the girls have beds. Got a little table and chairs and, you know, just little necessities, an oven. Not much. But I tried to design each house just a little different. They're nothing fancy. But you can see by just how much space, when it gets light, you'll be able to see how much space I have. We'll walk down from one end to the other. This one is Harpy's house. Just kind of a little different. Same thing, she's got 2 level. Back here, she's got a little storage area. And up here is her bedroom. That is the pipe from the oven. I get so frustrated because you cannot extend them out. So I usually try to put them in a corner. But yeah, this is Harpy's bedroom. And let's see, down this way. There's one of the lakes. One time I built over here, and I actually built a park around it. It was so neat with picnic tables and pavilions and rowboats and things like that, fishing dock. I really enjoyed doing that. I think it was on a private game. But yeah, here's, see how I put it in the corner, oven in the corner where it doesn't stand out quite as much. Whoop. Mouse bug. Where were we? Over here, yeah. Here's her bedroom. Pardon me. This is Anastasia's house. Same furniture. It's kind of a different layout. Anastasia, if I remember right, she is my GM. And this down here is, I think it's Shiloh's house, or whose house? Boy, that was quick. Another one. Well, the mice, or the mouse isn't happy today. Yeah, this is Shiloh's house. Another quick, like I say, the same decorations in the house, just a little bit different layout. Not much different, but a little bit. But look how pretty this area is. I do have a well over there instead of a fountain. I've got the Spirit Templars. Let's walk down this way since it's getting lighter. Should be able to see now. Then we'll go the other direction. But that's my little bitty, I don't know if you, it's not really a town. I don't know what you'd call it. But yeah, this is such a pretty area. Sometimes I'll go over here and make a mine in that area. Problem is, there's a real deep ravine that runs down through there. So, it makes it difficult. Sometimes I'll build a bridge across just to get over there a little bit easier. I'll take you over there and show you when it gets a little bit lighter. This is as far as my little one-lane road has gone. This is a very good area to do my boat docks and things like that. It's a really, really nice area to do that in. And I've got just that little space over there where I can go across. Sometimes I can build over there, but I can go way back. I've had a mine in that before, which it isn't a very big hill, but there's a little bitty mine. A lot of animals. A lot of animals. I don't know if it's light enough to see the ravine yet or not. Let's go down this way. We'll get a look at that ravine. A few times I've thought about just taking and It's got to be pretty much water level. So and I think it's pretty close to this water, the end of it. So I thought about maybe digging down till I hit water and putting it like a river in through there. I thought that would be kind of neat. But there's just so much building space. And you don't have to go up, up on a hill and flatten out a bunch of area. You can pretty much do it. I mean, you're still going to have to flatten out the place thing, because you have to have flat area for your uh, houses and things like that. But yeah, I've got some animals over here. I've got a large cart. And I have actually a venerable colored horse. Is it pretty? Look at her. Beautiful. Yes, you are. Not going to be around much longer. Very pretty. And in this one I've got, I think, cows and sheep. I only have 2 pens set up. A few sheep, a couple cows. I was trying to collect them so my alts could, when they set up their own properties, like a couple of them have, they can take some of the animals to start their stock. Wild boar. I'm almost off of my property. There's a space between, my deed ends right down here. This is my mine. Yeah, that's that ravine. I mean, it goes all the way down. I mean, it just... There goes the mouse again. Boy, it is really acting up today. This is the town mine. Come on. Don't tell me I can't go in there. Why can't I? There it goes. Jeez. Should have. I had it set for everyone. Why? I wonder why it didn't let me do it. But yeah, it's not all that big, but it's not bad. But that's the town mine. But look at all that area. That's one reason I really, really like the Central Lakes. There's just so much open space. And don't get me wrong, I really like Westlake area, but there's just something about Central Lakes that I just really like. I mean, I could have a place up here, but this is down here is what I'm proud of. Let's go down this way. Okay, I am now off of my deed. I leave refuge. That's the name of that deed. Okay, now I enter Harmony, and this is another deed. This belongs to another alt and her friend. But isn't this a pretty area? This is so pretty. It's just gorgeous. This is Armita's house. And they have some spirit Templars too. There's a pig. Another lake. Pretty area. So pretty. And there's they've got a well right there. Got a mailbox. There's her settlement token. Why her lights aren't lit. But this is Biddy's house. It's laid out just pretty much like the other ones, you know, just kind of. Except there it is. Let's say, where's it at? I've got an overlook of the lake. I've got a mine over here too. Just a small lake. But like I say, there's no lack of water here. But I like my overlook. I can just look around, see what all's going on. And at Westlake, I don't really have the room to do, you know, something like this. You just don't. She's got a large cart. But they kind of, Biddy owns the deed, and she has, the other girl kind of helps her a little bit. Till she decides to deed, if she wants to deed her own place. I don't know if I want her to or not. But I've got some clay and other things down here. And she's got a few animals herself. Got some bulls and some couple horses and some cows so far. So she's deed isn't very big. Like I haven't had much time to play on this. Once I started Westlake and started recording, I just kind of lost time to do this. There's a dead wildcat over there. My guards must have got it. I don't know if we can see in the mine or not. It doesn't look like the lights are on. I don't know why they're not. Hmm. Well, I'm not going to be able to get in this one. Doesn't look like it. But she's got a small mine in there. Pardon the call. It's odd. It might have. No, it wasn't venerable. It was just old. Huh. Okay. But I thought this was a really, really nice area. I think it really looks good back in here. And if you go back that way, you run into more water. So there's lakes, that's why it's called Central Lakes. It's just got water scattered, there's lakes everywhere. That's as far as I got on this road. But it does go. There's the ravine. And it goes way back. But wouldn't that make a neat river? I thought it would. A lot of digging. A lot of terraforming. But we have a lot of trees and different kinds of trees all ready to go. Now it's really light, so you'll be able to see more on the walk back. This is, like I say, this back here goes back here. There's another pretty good sized place. Flattish area back there. And I can get over on this side of the river or the lake. There's some area over there. I mean, there's spots everywhere. Ooh, lag spike. Like I say, this is such a nice area to build in. It really is. But it's up to you. Let me know. You want me to stay on Westlake? Or do you want me to move over here and start at Central Lakes? I can do either or. I do like both places. Each one has its advantages, and each one has its disadvantages. But it's kind of up to you. Back in here, good area. There's my mine again. Oh, looky there. There's Haven, there's Jackal. Look how tiny Haven is compared to Jackal. One time in all the years I've been playing this game was I on and saw all the planets in one place like this. It was so cool. Okay, we're back in refuge. It starts right here. The perimeter goes out about 5. This is my largest deed. I deeded quite a bit of this because I didn't know where I was wanting to build it all. Try to get up the high spots so you can see a little better. I mean, there's a big area over here. You get back in there, it gets kind of mountainous. You know, kind of like that over there. I don't know why they come up with these weird looking mountains, but that's Wurm for you. I mean, that over there looks kind of natural. That really, I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as all that realistic looking, but this is not Earth. This is a different planet. We are on Wurm. Let's see, let's go up here. To get to the Sofal stone, where you would start, come from over here. What in the world is that? But here's the ravine. It's a big ravine, you know. It's like an old riverbed channel, maybe, that was a river at one time and now it's not. But anyway, to get from where you actually start, you've got to go across this ravine, find you a fairly decent level, and it's way back over here on the water. Then you have to come up, make your way down through the ravine to get over here. But if we do start on Central Lakes, you will see that. A little bit difficult to get to, but not that bad. This is a nice lookout spot right here. I think there's some tar down here by the water somewhere. There's some tar down there. One more quick tour down this way and then I'll call it. I imagine you're not all that interested in seeing this, but at least now you can make an informed decision, because it's up to you. There's more tar over there. It's up to you. Do I start back on Westlake, where I have been playing, or do I start here on Lakes District? There's always these pockets of trees, which is really nice. Now you can see just a little bit easier. We've got, and if I'm right, I'm not saying I am, but I think you can take a boat from here, go around this way, around this mountain area, and it will take you over to down by the soulfall stone, starting stone, I think. I haven't ever tried it. I don't think I've ever made a boat in this map, or this part of the world. Still a lot of horses and sheep and cows and all kinds of stuff up there on the hill. But that's what they do. They move away. Once you set up your deed, they move away from your area. And they just keep moving further and further away to where eventually you have a hard time finding anything. Now I have set up one time, I don't remember when, but I set up a big town one time right through here. That's where I had my main town at one time. But I like like to build a little bit more naturally with the terrain in this game, or on this in the lakes. Another horse down there. Trees are starting to spread. Like I say, I haven't played much on this. I did not plant any trees. All the trees were here. The only thing I don't like about, or the main thing I don't like about Westlake is whenever you start on it, and I've always had to take my GM character and fix it, but there's a bunch of I can't remember what the biome it is, but there's a biome down there by the stone and on one mountain, and all back toward the trees and everything. I go in and I change all that to grass because my mind's blank, but whatever biome it is, it kills off the trees eventually. So I usually always go in and with her and like I say, with the GM, and change all that to grass. And it is a pain to do. I haven't ever found any of it here. I imagine there is, I just haven't found it. That might be some right there. See that reddish color up there on the mountain? That might be what that is. But it's kind of a red thing, and it keeps spreading, and it really kills everything. I wonder what that is. Is that it? Looks like it. I hadn't ever noticed it before. We got a couple minutes. Let's run down there and look. I know this is just a bunch of walking and talking, but this is a good area to walk and talk in. Yep, that looks like some of that stuff. Like I say, my mind is blank. I can't think of the name of it. And it's way over there. But it's that reddish stuff. and it will come down and it will kill all these trees. If there's a way it can get to it. And I do not like it at all. So I usually, on Westlake especially, since there's not that much room anyway, I always go in and clear all that out. But yeah, this is Central Lakes. So let me know in the comments before Sunday, today or tomorrow, whenever you see this, you want me to restart. Let me grab a swig of coffee. I'm about ready to have a coughing fit. Oh, that's better. Ouch. If you want me to restart at Westlake, where I am now, or do you want me to start here on Central Lakes? Nothing will be here, nothing will be at Westlake. It's going to be a completely fresh start because I'm going to lose my save games. So I'm going to have to start over. And I prefer either this one or Westlake, whichever your choice. But now that you've seen it, you can make a good decision. Jagged Edge said Westlake. He may change his mind after seeing this. Who knows? But at least now you know what both places look like, so you can give me an idea. What's the garden doing? All those pumpkins. I have no idea why I planted half pumpkins and half cabbage. Maybe I just needed it for the weight. Or it might be all the seeds I had. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. That way I know you visited, that you kind of enjoyed the video. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself and nobody's watching. But yeah, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know whether you want me to restart here or back over where I was. This is Central Lakes. The other spot is Westlake. So let me know in the comments which one you prefer I start at. Do my restart. If you want to watch the old woman play some more games, you can always subscribe. And please, please, please check out Jagged Edge Productions. His videos are so good. I try to stay up past my bedtime to watch them, but sometimes I do and sometimes I just can't stay awake. But that's the first thing I look for every time I start. Turn on my computers, and when I get up, turn on my iPad, as if he's got anything out. He is doing Wurm Unlimited on a Mythmore server, which is a public server on Wurm Unlimited. And he is also gone over to Wurm Online, and he is doing an Iron Man series. Oh yeah, he threw everything away. He does that one on Sundays only. Once in a while he'll sneak in a special video, but normally it is on Sundays. His Wurm Unlimited videos are every day during the week. The only day he does not have any videos out are Saturdays. Me, I don't have any videos out on Sundays because that's family day. It's my day to do what I please. I'll come on, I might play a game. I may not even turn the computer on that day. But I don't do any videos on Sunday. But check him out. He's got some very, very good videos. He's been so supportive of me, and we just kind of support each other. Because there's not really that many of us that are playing Wurm Unlimited that do videos. Now, I've looked on Twitch, and there's quite a few on Twitch, but most of them are no commentary. It's just strictly gameplay only, or if they do, they're skipping around so much, and I mean, it might be they'll be building a campfire, and the next thing you know, they've got a whole village going, and they don't show how they did it. With me and with Jagged Edge Productions, we show everything. We're not going to skip through it. We're not going to do anything off camera. And that's why our videos are so long. But anyway, I'll get off of my high horse. Get off my soapbox for a while. I still have to do an infected video. I don't think I'm going to do Medieval Dynasty today. I think I'm just done with it. I really am. I don't have the time. My throat's starting to bother me a little bit again today. My stomach's starting to cramp a little. So I think I'm going to get through this, do a quick infected video, and I'm going to call it a day. But anyway, I want you to have a wonderful day, evening, whatever your time zone is. But most of all, I hope there it goes again. I hope that your day is as wonderful as you want it to be. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.